Hi guys, Coffee Spurs here, back with another video, and today's video will be previewing tomorrow's game, which is against Wolves, putting that nightmare against Southampton behind us and attempt to get back on track this weekend. So please stay watching until the very end where we preview everything to do with tomorrow's game. I hope you're all well. Let's crack straight into today's video, and let's start with the team news, because it's important, isn't it, we bounce back against Wolves. Here we go, team news. Rodrigo Bentancur and Dejan Kulusevski could be in line for their first starts as we take on Wolves in the Premier League at Tottenham Hotspur Stadium on Sunday. Our recent recruits from Juventus have made 2 substitute appearances, each since arriving from Italy, both making their debuts off the bench against Brighton in the FA Cup before coming on again in the Premier League against Southampton in midweek. Asked in his pre-match press conference if they are ready to start yesterday, Antonio Contes replied, "For sure that this could be a possibility. We have another training session to make the right decision. They are available, they are working with the team, but I prefer to wait until tomorrow and which is today by the way, and our last training session, and then make the best decision for the starting 11 on Sunday." Unfortunately, Eric Dyer, Oliver Skipp and Japhet Tanganga remained sidelined. Eric Dyer with a thigh problem, Oliver Skipp with a groin problem, and Japhet Tanganga with a knee problem. Speaking to Spurs TV, Antonio reported, "Eric is making progress, but he's still unavailable for the game against Wolves. It's the same for Skippy and Japhet Tanganga. It's the same situation from the last game." Asked further about Eric in his press conference, Antonio added, "He's not fit, and for sure it's a big loss for us. He needs a bit more time to recover. I hope he's available for the next game against City," which is, by the way, is the 19th of February, got City. "But for this game, he's not available." So that is the team news. Dyer's been a big loss. You can see against Southampton we lacked that, but Romero, since he's come in, has done really well. But I'm looking forward to the partnership of Romero and Dyer. I think there's proper leadership in there. We did struggle, but we got put this bad results behind us. So that is the team news. No tactics board today, I'm afraid. But predicted lineup, still couldn't do it. Change from the game against Southampton, I've made 2 changes, and that is Rodrigo Bentancur coming in for Harry Winks to make his first Premier League debut from the start, his first appearance from the start in the Spurs shirt. And also I put Matt Doherty on instead of Emerson, who was awful the other day. So my lineup is Lloris, Davis, Romero, Sanchez, Doherty, Højbjerg, Bentancur, Reguilon, Mora, Son and Kane, and Kulusevski on the bench, who didn't really impress me when he came on against Southampton, whereas Bentancur has come on twice now off the bench and had a big impact in impressing the fans. The fans love him, so I can't see anything apart from a Rodrigo Bentancur start, because I think against Southampton we lacked that midfield quality. The way we've got to play Wolves though is so Wolves will counter-attack. They play a bit like we've got to do. So we will probably have to dominate the ball, we're at home. But what Wolves don't mind us having the ball. What they want is us to have the ball and do nothing with it, and then counter-attack and use their chances. What we've got to do with the ball is you've got to move it quick, spread the place, spread the width, and we've got to take our chances. So dominate possession, play really well, move the ball quick, and if we take our chances, then that's how you play Wolves, and defend well. What the worst thing can be to do is when you have the ball, do what we've done against Southampton, keep them the ball away a lot, and so you've got to defend. The back 3 have got to defend really well, because Wolves' counter-attacking quality is amazing with Jimenez, Trincao, and like some Ruben Neves can thread an amazing pass on the counter-attack, which we've seen many times before, even at Tottenham Hotspur Stadium. We've seen what Wolves' attacking quality can do, and yes, in the past we've had the ball and made mistakes, but if we take our chances, defend well, and then we can get all 3 points. It's going to be a tough game against a Wolves side who will want UEFA Conference League, or possibly even Europa League this season. They've done really well under new boss Bruno Lage, and they are doing very well, and they've seen the style under Nuno, the counter-attacking qualities. So we've got to defend well, also move that ball quickly and create chances and take those chances. We can't afford to miss loads of chances, because we need to desperately get back on track. So that was predicted lineup. Now going into predicted score. My predicted score is on the screen now. I'm going with 4-1 home victory against Wolves. I know I did say it was a tough game, but I do think we would do the things that we say, move the ball quickly, and I think Wolves won't be at their best. I think we were really show up and put behind that disappointment against Southampton. I think Contes really have a go at them, and we've got a lot to put right. So I think it'd be the best performance under Antonio Conte, and I think we'll win 4-1. Very comfortable and amazing performance. Let me know your predicted score in the comments below for a chance of a shout out, because if you submit it in this video below before the ball kicks off at 2 PM tomorrow, which will be telling you more about next how to watch, so stay watching. But rules and conditions do apply. Obviously it's optional, but you have to submit it in this video only and before the ball kicks off at 2 PM tomorrow. If you submit your predicted score not in this video or after 2 PM kickoff, it will not be counted. If you do submit it, good luck, of course. If you get it right, you get a shout out in my next video. A bit of fun, optional, don't have to play. So it's up to you. So that is predicted score. Now we're going to go on to Conte's preview ahead of this big game against Wolves. Here we go. Antonio previews very important match against Wolves. Antonio Conte has underlined the importance of Sunday's Premier League clash against Wolves at the Tottenham Hotspur Stadium at 2 PM, which I will be telling you about next how to watch. Having gone unbeaten in his first 9 Premier League games since taking over in November, Antonio has seen the team lose the last 2 games against Chelsea on 23rd of January and Southampton on Wednesday night. With games still in hand, we're very much in the run for top 4, but we've got a run of away games following the Wolves game at home this weekend, because we've got Manchester City away 19th of February, Burnley 23rd of February, Leeds 26th of February, and Middlesbrough in the FA Cup 1st of March before we return against Everton on the 7th of March. So we've got lots of away games after this. This is what Conte had to say about it. For us, it's very important because we lost the last game, said Antonio. For sure, when you lose the 2 games before, you feel a little bit of pressure, no? We have to be prepared to give everything. It'll be a tough game. We know very well that in this league now, Wolves are a reality, a team every season have a good season, good players and good manager. They have their own identity. They're working with the same system for many years, and for sure we'll have to pay great attention. We lost the game against Southampton, so we need to get the 3 points. We need to play a good game, pay more attention, because it was a pity to lose when 2-1 up with only 20 minutes to go. By the way, guys, I think that's a mental problem. We've got to be mentally better. Asked how the players had reacted in training to Wednesday's loss, he replied, for sure the players were disappointed. Also, we analysed the reasons why we conceded the 3 goals. Conceding 3 goals, that's never good for the team. Also, we have a team that in every game we can create chances to score and score. We have to pay more attention, and that's the whole team, not just the defenders. You attack with 11 players and you defend with 11 players. That is actually a very good from Conte, what we had to say about that. So you defend with the whole team as well as attack. But I think defensively we've got to do better. Attackingly, for example, against Southampton, we've done really well, but midfield and defence weren't obviously as much up to it. Next I am going to how to watch. Tomorrow's game is a 2 PM kickoff at home to Wolverhampton Wanderers at the Tottenham Hotspur Stadium. So that's 14:00 in 24-hour clock. As I said, it is at the Tottenham Hotspur Stadium, and it's going to be a tricky game. It's not being broadcast on TV, but you can listen to it on BBC Radio 5 Live or TalkSport, whoever is broadcasting it. Or if you're going to the stadium like me, great. And I will, by the way, guys, I'll upload YouTube shorts, I reckon Sunday, Monday, of match day experience. So that is how to watch. And last but not least, the important travel information for travelling fans to the Tottenham Hotspur Stadium against Wolves. Just waiting for it to load. Here we go. Spurs versus Wolves travel update for Sunday, including scheduled TFL track closures. It's quite an important one. Here we go. Fans attending our Premier League match against Wolves at Tottenham Hotspur Stadium on Sunday, which is 2 PM, which I've already told you, are asked to take note of the following travel information. We recommend supporters to familiarise themselves with the latest government guidance on staying safe while using public transport and TFL's guidance on wearing a face covering while using the network. Stations, Tottenham Hale. The new station concourse at Tottenham Hale is now open, providing access to Greater Anglia and London Underground services via single entrance, for which a new queuing procedure will be in place. Work is ongoing on the stadium interchange between the services. Tottenham Hotspur is now a fully accessible station. Access to the Victoria Line and between the London Underground and Greater Anglia services is now available following the refurbishment of a lift. Greater Anglia platforms are fully accessible from the concourse, which has entry and exit ramps. All Greater Anglia services calling at Northumberland Park will also call at Tottenham Hotspur. Pre-match, an additional 2 Stansted Express trains per hour will call at Tottenham Hotspur in both directions, with an additional 2 northbound services operating post-match. Supporters using the Victoria Line are advised to use Tottenham Hotspur rather than Seven Sisters, as it's a shorter walk to and from the stadium. White Hart Lane. London Overground services will operate 4 trains per hour in both directions throughout the day, with all trains consisting of 8 carriages. Supporters travelling to Liverpool Street post-match are reminded that Northumberland Park services have the same capacity as those from White Hart Lane. White Hart Lane is a fully accessible station. Northumberland Park. Supporters are advised to use Northumberland Park if using Greater Anglia services, as it is a shorter distance to the stadium than Tottenham Hotspur. Trains from central London will depart from Liverpool Street or Stratford, and supporters are advised to check train times before departing. Prior to the match, 8 northbound trains per hour will call out Northumberland Park, 3 arriving from Stratford and 5 from Liverpool Street. 7 trains per hour will arrive at Northumberland Park from north of Broxbourne. These services include 2 trial Stansted Express services, a southbound service departing Stansted Airport at 12 p.m. and a northbound service departing Liverpool Street at 12:07 p.m. Post-match, 10 southbound trains per hour will depart Northumberland Park, 60 Liverpool Street and 4 to Stratford. Stansted Express services to Liverpool Street will stop at Northumberland Park for 3 hours post-match. Supporters are advised that not all the doors on every train will open at Northumberland Park. Supporters are advised to travel in the front 7 carriages of any train or from Northumberland Park, to or from Northumberland Park. Station sign is in place to remind passengers. All train services are shown at www.nationalrail.co.uk. Seven Sisters. Victoria Line services will be operating every 3 minutes in both directions pre and post match. Supporters are advised to check a good service in operation before planning to use the Victoria Line. Supporters using the Victoria Line are advised to use Tottenham Hotspur rather than Seven Sisters, as it's a shorter walk to and from the stadium. Scheduled TfL track closures. A number of scheduled track closures on the TfL network are taking place this weekend, including on the Circle District, Hammersmith and City Metropolitan and London Overground lines. Queue management. Queue management systems will be in place at all stations. Supporters are asked to respect and work with our staff. Staff at our stations. TfL buses. Prior to the match, W3 will follow its normal route, but the 149, 259, 279 and 349 services will be diverted away from the high road at least 2 hours before the game. Supporters are advised to check for delays due to roadworks before travelling. Post-match, the TfL bus services will return to normal operation as soon as possible after the local road closures are lifted. More information on the road closures can be found on the Spurs official app on this article, if you like, website and reading. Travel information. Cycling. For supporters wishing to cycle to the stadium, bike stands are available at Tottenham Community Sports Centre and St Francis de Sales School, which are both located on the high road. Dedicated bicycle parking is also available on street around the stadium. Although our bag policy still applies, stewards will be briefed regarding cyclists need to carry helmets, puncture kits and removable seats into the stadium. Shuttle buses. The club is operating its 2 shuttle bus services from both Alexander Palace Station, by the way, which is the Greater Northern Line, and Wood Green Station, which is the Piccadilly line to the stadium. Road closures. Please note, our major event day road closures will be in place. So that is the travel information. Thank you for watching. I do hope you enjoyed. Before I go, as I said, I am going to Tottenham Hotspur Stadium for this game, so I will upload YouTube shorts. So after the game, go watch them. And my post-match reaction will be Sunday evening about 6-7 o'clock when I've got home. So thank you for watching this video. I do hope you enjoyed. Let's pick up 3 points and bounce back after 2 losses now in the Premier League. One a bitter one and annoying to Southampton after obviously being ahead. So let's believe the badge, let's turn up, believe in Conte, believe in the plan, believe in Spurs, and as always, to dare is to do. And as always, come on you Spurs.